Well, the sermon title today was a continuation of last week's message, which was the gathering. We simply expanded on it and called it They Gathered Themselves Together. In this passage, we see where Gideon was accompanied at first by 30,000 men. God caused the number to go down to 300 so that the men would not begin to boast in their own strength. In this particular section, we see that there was an agreement created, first of all, between God and Gideon. This is called the sword of the Lord. This is the words that God gave to Gideon. He then transferred those words and the plan into the hearts of 300 men, and they were to do exactly what he did and say exactly what he told them to say. As a result of their agreement, they took a lamp, they took an empty pitcher, and a trumpet. They blew the trumpet and they broke the pitcher, which revealed the light inside of the lamp. The enemy were the Midianites that had come against them, and God caused the Midianites to fight themselves. They declared and decreed the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. And I wanted the people to see today that not only was there agreement, and not only we must agree with what God tells us to do, but we also must learn to follow the leadership that God places in our lives. And that many times our problem is we want to serve God, but we have a difficult time serving one another because we look at our own humanity and we find faults in our leaders and we begin to criticize, and that causes us not to have faith that God can speak to them. And so I believe that Gideon was not a perfect man, but he had a perfect assignment. And those that got in agreement with him saw the power of God in operation that day. So that's what I want you to take away from that message.